China won't mind a reunification, especially if this gets rid of those foreign soldiers in South Korea. He was going as part of the outreach group of leaders from smaller countries, granted a session to address the G7 powers on the sidelines of the main event. That was before US President Donald Trump blew everything up in a bust-up over trade tariffs and rudely told his G7 partners to go to hell. He then boarded his plane and flew to Singapore for the momentous handshake with North Korean dictator Kim Jong-un.Enroute, he tweeted in the most undiplomatic language that the G7 host, PM Justin Trudeau, was dishonest and weak. With the G7 in disarray, warnings started flying all over that Trump was turning his back on America's traditional Western allies to make common cause with strongmen like Kim, China's Xi Jinping, and Russia's Vladimir Putin. First of all, they were relying entirely on their own American journalists to cover a story that was happening about Korea and affecting Japan and China too. Awkwardly, they were lining up mainly American experts to explain to their American viewers about an event which had implications in Asia more than anywhere else. There were no Asian leaders being interviewed. No Asian opinion shapers.Not even a single ordinary Korean from either North or South to give their side to a major story about their own homeland, Korea. Nothing.It was just American eggheads talking with themselves. When people complain about a disconnected Western media, this is the kind of thing they mean. The only theme you could hear from all these elite American journalists and experts can be summarized in one word: denuclearization. Their whole focus was whether North Korea would dismantle its nuclear weapons. Korea is the last divided outpost of the Cold War. Germany, which had also been partitioned after the Second World War, was peacefully reunited in 1990. Vietnam too, reunited in 1975 after a brutal war with the US, where 3 million Vietnamese lost their lives. Koreans are realistic people. They know reunification in their case will not happen overnight, however much they yearn for it. After more than 70 years as a divided people, they understand that their reunification will be far more difficult to win than Germany's. There are too many obstacles that must be sorted out first. The chief antagonists of the bloody 1950-53 Korean War, America and China, have never signed a formal peace treaty ending the war. During all these years of partition, there has existed what they call an armistice, an armed truce. In other words, the Koreas are technically still at war. Trump deals with the world the way you handle a business transaction. Cost-benefit analysis.He looks at Korea. The US stations 30,000 soldiers in South Korea in the same way. If Kim scraps his bombs, America reduces the military bill it incurs in the region. Trump would of course be thrilled by a Nobel Peace Prize, but what drives him is a mania to shred international entanglements which he reckons make a poor return on investment for the US. Or, like with the G7, which he thinks take advantage of America trade-wise. Trump's adoring conservative home voters are cheering him on this. It's like a personality cult. The US leader is a crude, immoral man, yet he has become an unlikely hero to Koreans, North and South. The Singapore summit rekindled their dream of a reunified motherland. America holds the key to unlock North Korea's lonely international isolation. China won't mind a reunification, especially if this gets rid of those foreign soldiers in South Korea. Heck, This unconventional guy called Trump may well pull off something to break the Korean stalemate.